Hi everybody, my name is Lori. I'm co-founder and partner for Redline Minds, an e-commerce consulting company. I recently just furnished our office with these gorgeous bamboo top desks and realized after the fact that we probably want to be able to stand part of the day, and we certainly want the people on our team to be able to stand part of the day. So I was watching television and I saw this commercial for the Varidesk. If you watch TV as much as I do, you've probably seen a few commercials. Thought it was kind of a handy gadget. So I went about to see if one of the local stores had one I could try. And I did find one, but then I found that this was not a great choice. Ended up purchasing the S2S unit instead. And I'm here today to explain to you why I made the decision I made and why you probably will want to think twice as well before purchasing a Varidesk. So the advantages to the Varidesk: very easy, sells for about $400 in this size, which is the smallest. This is a 36-inch wide unit. No assembly needed, pop it on the desk and you're good to go. From here, we begin to run into problems. When you're sitting at your desk properly, your feet should be flat on the floor, and when you type, your arms should be parallel to the floor and your arms resting comfortably at your side. Well, the standard office desk is typically between 28 and 30 inches. We actually have these, measured them, they're about 28.5 inches off the ground. And as you can see, the Varidesk itself adds at least another inch. And that when I type, I'm nowhere near where I need to be and to type safely and comfortably. So this is immediately ruled out for somebody my height. When I went online and looked up the chart, so the university, Cornell University actually has a health and human factors department, and they've compiled all the measurements of approximately where you can expect seated height for a keyboard to be, where you can expect standing height to be, and they've done it by the height of the individual. Well, here, this just confirms what I knew, that I need to be at about 22 inches, which is 6 inches below the work surface and well below where the Varidesk is going to take me. For a standing elbow height, is about 37, 38 inches. So this does adjust real easily. That's about right. That was a fairly easy maneuver. I will say right away, I was really uncomfortable with the way my monitor wobbled when I brought it up. The other issue I have with it is there's no place to put my laptop. If I have anybody sitting across from me, I can't hold a conversation because my view is completely obstructed, and the desk is completely taken over. So here I've got these gorgeous desks and I can't even really use them. So the next question is, would this work for some of my taller employees? Well, as it turns out, in order to get to the height that this is already at, somebody would need to be about 6 feet tall or taller for this to even come close. And at that height, even with this extended completely, the monitor is going to end up being too low for somebody who's over 6'1". So it doesn't even work for very tall people. And of course, the size of the monitor is going to make a big difference here. You can mount a monitor arm to it, but then you've increased your cost. I'm not sure that that's a whole lot more stable, and it still doesn't handle any of the issues involved with taking over the entire desktop. So what we ended up doing was picking up a couple of these S2S devices. This unit's about $80 more at retail, but completely worth it. It's just so much more adjustable. So we've already adjusted this for me, and as you can see, I have no problem reaching this. The monitor itself is also height adjustable. So I've got the monitor exactly where it needs to be. This is height adjustable, this is height adjustable. You can swivel it around if I want to say, hey look, Charlie, these are your numbers, you're doing great. I've got that ability. And if I want, I can swing the whole thing out of the way. So now I can sit at my desk and actually use the desktop, have a conversation, whatever. So it just allows me to have much better use of my workspace. It's gonna fit somebody who's petite like me. It's gonna fit somebody who's tall like some of my contractors. And to me, it was a no-brainer. So given its limitations, the Varidesk may be actually great for some people, but for most people, it's not gonna be an awesome solution. Anyway, thank you.